Hi, and welcome to Amazing PM with Innovative E. I'm Mike Taylor, and this is Matt Freilich.
How you doing? So, Mike, I want to ask you some questions around your history in consulting for pulp and paper.
Okay.
What was that like? What kind of challenges did they have? And what can we do to help them out?
Obviously, it's a very diverse industry, and there's a lot of intricacies in there. But one of the challenges that we specifically have seen over time in that industry, dealing with multiple companies, is the whole shutdown turnaround. The scheduled outages that they have for maintenance and capex improvements.
Okay. So, what does Innovative E have that can help that out and make it easier, make it on time, make it on budget?
Yeah, exactly. You hit the nail on the head. The key challenge there is chronic delays, which cause, when you take machinery down or you take a whole plant down, you're out millions of dollars potentially per day of lost productivity. And then on top of that, you've got all your contractors and all your employees that are working around the clock to get things back up. So the budget component really is driven by the schedule component. So if you can get done on time, you're probably going to be on budget, and that's in this case, very much time is money in that case. So the real key there is to be able to have, without having a centralized project management type solution and visibility into everything that's going on a day-to-day basis, hour-to-hour basis in many cases. The challenge is that you really can't have the visibility into where the issues are until you're behind them, and then you're always playing catch up, right?
Right.
So what you really need is a way to look at where all the jobs are across the board, what jobs are interdependent and on the critical path or could be coming up on the critical path that would potentially cause delays.
Right.
So
Okay.
you might want to talk a little bit about we actually helped develop a solution around that, and we've called it Outage Hawk. So maybe you can talk a little bit about the dashboards that we do with Outage Hawk, and then drill down into some of the ways we made it easier for folks to do that work.
Absolutely. So with Outage Hawk, it's a project online suite of applications. It works real-time data, pulling real-time information right out of the system.
Right.
So what is that advantage? Well, I can walk around with it on my tablet. I can be on my computer, and I can get to these dashboards that are segmented up and grouped up by area and department within a given plant.
Right. So near real-time access to information by executive stakeholders, not just the project managers and schedulers, so that anyone can just go to their tablet, go to their laptop, whatever device they have, and check it out almost real time, right?
Absolutely. That's exactly it. But the other challenge is getting the data into the system.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's just...
It's always a challenge with project management.
Right.
You get project schedulers and project managers who understand how to use project, but to everybody else, it looks like this crazy spreadsheet kind of thing, and what do I do with it?
Right. And you can't ask somebody to go in the project schedule and update their time or update things. That's just...
They just don't have time for that,
right.
Especially when you have hundreds of jobs to update on a daily basis, right?
Right. And then you're putting it out there for... Everyone needs to understand Microsoft Professional, which is just more difficult than it needs to be.
Right, absolutely.
So one of the other key components to our product, right, is our updater component, and that actually allows it really cleanly for people to update the jobs and tasks in the system, regardless of the number of people and the number of man hours and bodies that need to be associated with it to get the job done.
Right.
So you can have 5 people on there and not have to update it 5 times. You can update it once.
Right.
But in addition, I can change stuff from myself to you or you to somebody else because of sick, 24 hours a day, right?
Shift rotation. So like if you needed to go from one shift supervisor to the next over that work area, you can change that job owner within the updater app just with a click down and select and go, right? And then they can update the next set of tasks for the next shift or whatever.
Absolutely. And the best thing about that is it preserves all the baseline information. So when you're measuring and controlling, you can still keep that information. It doesn't destroy it because you're not switching assignments back and forth.
That's really cool. So at the end of the day, the results I think that we've seen with customers who've used these kind of solutions is they really are finding that they're able to make those adjustments on a daily or even hour-by-hour basis so that they are able to bring in their scheduled outages on time and on budget.
Absolutely.
Or sometimes maybe a little ahead of budget.
Right.
Under budget.
Doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Mike. And thank you.
Have a good day.